Travel. It used to take months to travel from here to here. It used to take weeks to travel from here to here. It used to take days to travel from here to here. Now you can be from here to here in virtually no time. You can be from here to here in a matter of hours. You can be from here to here, from here to here, or here to here. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's traveling. Travel. And it's a big business. It's the largest industry on the planet. It's a business you can be a part of. Travel can take you from where you are to where you want to go. The travel business can take you from where you are to where you want to be. For you, for your family, for others. Planet Marketing. Travel with us.
Hey, everybody. Happy Labor Day. I hope everyone had an amazing weekend, a safe weekend, and pretty much enjoyed the fruits of their labor by simply resting, relaxing. Hey, y'all know what time it is. It's Janae, also known as the Travel Vet. And as we always do, we're going to do another phenomenal interview. Woo-hoo! Magnificent Monday. Today is the Business of Travel presents her big announcement. And we have a phenomenal queen that we're going to bring up to the stage in a few moments. But beforehand, we're going to talk about some adult conversation, some adult conversation about entrepreneurship and what it really means and what the opportunities can allow for you. We want to welcome you to a future filled with limitless possibilities. And I just want you to put your imagination caps on right now, or close your eyes, but I like to say keep your eyes open so you can dream and see where you're going while your eyes are wide open. But if you have to, don't fall asleep, but just imagine a life where you can enjoy complete and absolute freedom. Do y'all see it? What does that look like? Right? For me, is having $100,000 saved in my bank account for my emergency fund. Not $1,000, not $10,000, but $100,000. So now I want you guys to picture yourself as the owner of your own business. Your eyes are still closed or open wide, however you want to do it. You got your imagination caps on, and you're picturing yourself calling the shots. You work for no man. You work for no woman. You are your own BOSS, boss. What does that look like? Are y'all imagining that? Imagine where you have no limit to your earning potential. Not only that, but you have a blast making money and making a positive impact, and basically, all at the same time, not one at a time, but simultaneously. And what makes the business venture even more enticing is that you don't have to blaze a new trail. I say this every interview. You don't have to venture into uncharted territory. The pavement is already laid. The foundation is already laid. It is a franchise model. All you have to do is fall in on it. You have the power to design this business around your life rather than reshaping your life to fit a traditional business model. This business actually fits in with your regular life day-to-day model. Now, you can't really do that. You put this in the increments of time where you're able to work your business. This business is your ultimate key to unlock the door to true financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom. So I always like to start out with three things, you guys, three things. The essential ingredients, it's like baking a pie or baking a cake, right? You need your eggs, you need your milk, you need your flour, you need your carnation. I mean, if you're doing it from scratch, I'm not talking about the box, y'all. But for this particular ingredient for our recipe for success is number one is having a burning desire. You must be fueled by an insatiable hunger for success. Like if you're not hungry, then no, we don't need you. No, I'm sorry, because here's the deal. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. If it wasn't, everybody would be doing it. But that's not this. We need someone that gonna be able to look at their bank account today and say, it ain't looking the way that I want it to look, right? And that's gonna fuel them. That's gonna give them a relentless pursuit to accomplish their goals. So that's having that burning desire. And number two, we want you to be coachable. Now, I always tell people, what does that mean to you? But recently I was listening to Tim Grover. He is the author of Relentless, and he does podcasts on YouTube. You can go look it up. But what he was talking about, he was like a life coach, or I can't really call him a fitness coach because he was so much more than that, to Kobe Bryant, to Dwayne Wade, to Michael Jordan. These are just a few of the people he actually had as clients, right? But one thing he said was, we always talk about the players, the champions, but what about the coaches who coach the champions, right? It is great to be coachable, but you have to have that level of respect for the person who is coaching you. You must be willing to listen. You must be willing to learn, because they're investing their time and their knowledge in guiding you along the path of the things they have already done. But better yet, they can give you a picture outside the frame that you're in, so that you can have a better strategic approach to what you're wanting to accomplish in your life. And number three, a strong work ethic. You must be prepared to put in the work. I mean, listen, closed mouths don't get fed. The worst that anyone can tell you is yes or no. So why keep your mouth closed? I've never made what they say, skinny salesmen don't have skinny kids. That's because they not opening up their mouth to sell anything. Like, you go to a car dealership, you want to buy a car, you're not going to go to that that salesman that's not going to say hello to you this morning. No, or this afternoon. You're not going to go to that person who's not coming to approach you, right? So you must have this strong work ethic that you have to be self-motivated to do it, even when you don't want to do it, because motivation is internal and inspiration is external. So the willingness to be consistent in your work is a non-negotiable to achieving success in this venture. So you guys know I'm going to move myself out of the way, because I want you guys to embrace this opportunity and step into a future where this young lady has done the same thing, making her dreams become a reality, because she knows that her path to freedom awaits her. So I want to introduce to some, and I want to reintroduce to others, this young lady out of the Augusta, Georgia area. She is a soldier. She's a dog mom. She's actually a mom too. Yes, she got a bonus baby. Well, she's a young lady right now. She's married. She's a mother. She's a sister. She's an aunt. She's a cousin. She's some of everything to everyone. But again, to those who are meeting her for the first time, she is a travel business owner, and not only is she a travel business owner, I like to call her a double threat, because in her travel business, she has achieved are just about to get a jacket, like we like to say. It's a crimson red jacket for all you Deltas out there. Y'all love that, right? Y'all love that. But here, that means that she is becoming an ambassador and educating us on travel. She knows 100% of the facts. And when I tell you, she dots her I's and she crosses her T's, y'all know what them 42 alphas, what them 42 alphas at. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all are so green and analytical, but I love y'all because y'all about your business. So let me move myself out of the way and bring up none other than Miss Marquita 𝓏𝓏𝓏. Hello, my love. How are you?
I am doing fabulous. Thank you so very much for the gracious introduction.
Oh, you are welcome. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, AG all the way, of course. Woo-hoo. Yes.
Look, I'm sorry. Did I say 42 out for those Air Force people and those Marine people? That's Army talk. So that's Army for you individuals who don't know what that means. All right.
Yes.
So Miss Marquita, I just gave them a little bit about yourself. I don't want to spill all the tea, about you. So go ahead and tell the people, who is Miss Marquita 𝓏𝓏𝓏.
So hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Marquita 𝓏𝓏𝓏. I am originally from the great state of Texas. Go Longhorns. And I am a wife, a sister. I actually saw this t-shirt that said "Crazy sisters make the best aunts." So that's me, of course. And I love to travel. I love to help other people travel. I've traveled all my life with my brothers, and them doing their thing with baseball. But I just enjoy like getting out, seeing stuff. Just making the best of the day, and like Janae said, I am currently serving the Army for going on. Actually, the 3rd of this month makes 26 years that I've been serving. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's about time to hang these boots up. But yes, that is me in a nutshell.
Woo woo, go for 26. I'm gonna push you go to 27 so you can pass me. Keep it going, girl. Keep going. 30, 30. No, you might as well. I mean, I'm just saying. Go lifer. Lifer, that's what we call them, lifer. Go lifer. She's still young, y'all. She got a lot of more energy and she got a lot of more knowledge to impart on these youngins that's coming into this military. So if anybody's gonna be able to take care of Marquita, it's definitely you. So with that being said, y'all know she got a servant heart, right? Y'all say she the crazy. She said she the crazy auntie. She that rich auntie. She that auntie that everybody loves. Like, hey, auntie.
Yeah, I think so.
Look, but she's also a mother, not only to her bonus daughter, but she's a mother to a lot of soldiers. You know, a lot of people don't understand that there's young people that come in at the age of 17, like I did, where your mom and dad have to sign like a waiver for them to get in. And when you're out on your own for the very first time, you want to NCO a leader like Miss Marquita Fflintroyd to be that person that's going to guide your child in the Army, because it is not easy. If it was, everybody would do it. So I want to make sure I give her her flowers while she's still living, and all the NCOs of the U.S. Army finest. Woo, hoo-ah, because you guys are doing the dang thing. All right. So Miss Marquita, now you already told them. Y'all heard she's an auntie, she's a wife, she's a daughter, she has soldiers, she's got a plethora of things to do, right? Already. Y'all know I like to have an analogy of platter versus plate. So mind you, she already has a full platter. So what made you move something out of the way to put a business on top of that on your platter with everything you got going on?
That's a great question. So actually, I honestly didn't move anything out the way. I just added it too. Because I've done business ventures in the past. And so I would have to, of course, make room for it. I was determined to. You know, how they say is that you make time for what you want to make time for. So I basically, made a decision to put something in that pocket of time where I wasn't doing anything, or where I felt where I could add something that I wanted to do that didn't feel like it was tasking, or I wanted to feel like it was enjoyable. Therefore, it wouldn't feel like a job, or just something that was a burden. But this is actually something that, since I do it anyway, it just made sense to go ahead and just add this to my repertoire, without necessarily having to move anything out the way.
You have given one of the best answers I've heard in a long time. You guys, she said, I didn't move nothing off my platter. I just added to it, because people do what they want when they want how to do it. That's that personal freedom, but a lot of people don't have that mindset to think like that, Marquita. So that was great nuggets. You guys, if I didn't tell y'all go get a pen and some paper, y'all might want to go do some, because that was valuable right there. And if you're making comments and I don't see you, by all means, please put it in the chat. We're definitely reaching out. If you were looking at the replay, hit #replay. Bless you. #replay. But she did not move anything. She added it on because this is something that she was passionate about, and she wanted to share what she was passionate about with others. Again, that servant leader's heart. So I absolutely love that. But tell me, with all of that, you adding to what's already on your calendar, on your schedule, what's driving you to do this?
That's a great question. So what's driving me is knowing that I have to hang these boots up one day. These are not, this uniform is not something that I honestly saw myself even going this far in the military. But I know that one day these boots have to be hung up, because my, like that chapter will pretty much close, whereas another one is going to open. And so what's driving me is knowing that that I'm not comfortable where I am financially. So I definitely wanted to have my bank account match, my lifestyle, that I want to live. So that's what's driving me the most is, hey, getting that bank account to match the lifestyle that I want to live for not just myself, but for me and my husband. And, you know, prayerfully, God willing, that in that time that it does happen, that my mom is still living. I would love to get her out of the conditions that she's in, and hopefully get her in something better, something safer, for that matter. So it's quite a few things that are driving me, but yes, that's my drive.
Wow. Again, you guys, I'm about to delve into because it might have flew over some of you guys said. So let's dissect this. First and foremost, she said, my husband, y'all heard that? My spouse. So, being married, understanding you become an entrepreneur, that is a +1 with that, because it's just not you, YOU, it's US, us, in it together. So I want to be very clear that she said, my husband is one of the things that drive her. That's golden, right? So don't ever forget that if you are married, and I'm not giving married advice, but here's an example of a married young lady who is serving full time in the United States Army, who has a plethora of things on her platter, who that busy person say that I'm too busy because I'm also a wife. We already explained to you all the things and her roles and responsibilities, but understand this, we make time for what? She said, what we want to make time for. But her why that's driving her still is her household, her husband, right? And then y'all might have missed this, her mother. Like, we are Generation X, and we have. Are you a Generation X? I just told. Okay, X. So we're Generation X, and so our parents are boomers. They go boom to the rooms, right? But I don't know about you, Marquita. I never thought about having my parents as a part of my why in the beginning because, one, I was the youngest child of 11, and it just never was on my list. But you are super smart and intelligent for putting that out there to say one of your whys is your mother. And not only did she tell us it was her mother, she said she wanted to give her a better place to stay, a better environment, all of that. She already has it mapped out strategically of what it is that she wants for her mother that's driving her. So when we say what has you, what is your why, these are some of the things you need to think about as a person, as an individual. If you have not, these are real people, just like you, just like me, but we're sharing some nuggets to help us to get better. So if you didn't have this along your vision board, you got your vision board about what's going on in your household, but it didn't include extend to your parents' household or any loved one, you just have that just in case, right? Got to have that just in case. So we know what's driving you. We know what your passion is, being in travel, and being in a business that, is in your passion. We always say, make your passion your profit, right? I'm a believer. Some people are not, but I am a believer of that. Mm-hmm. But you getting started, what was some of the self-limiting beliefs? Because you had a lot going on, but if any, what self-limiting beliefs did you have getting started in your business as an entrepreneur?
Good question. So it was actually getting started. That was actually getting started and wondering if I would be successful in it with the help of, thinking in the help of family and friends, and if they would be there, to support me in the way that I feel like that I would support them if they were to do this same opportunity. So that was kind of like my self-limiting belief is first of all getting started and say, okay, well, who would be there to support me in this if I was to do this, and would it be family and friends? And I was shocking to learn that not all family and friends supported, but some did. But most of my supporting, or like my clientele, is strangers. Hi, strangers. So they have been, the driving force of my of my business. And so and then I do thank the family members and friends, that have supported me in this and continue to support. Um but even for me, it was just getting started and not necessarily realizing how much access to the travel industry that I had, because it's such a big platform. Whereas I'm so used to the small way of thinking, um, when it comes to think about hotels and flights and resorts, cruises. That's all I thought. But then once I started getting involved in it, I was like, okay, am I gonna be able to do all of this? It's a lot. I'm like, I have access. It's almost like walking into a candy store and not necessarily having a budget. And they're like, okay, grab this trash bag and you can fill this bag of candy up in like the fastest time ever possible. And however much that you fill it up with, that's how much that you can take home for free. You're like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I can do this now. But that was just like, oh my God, how can I get this done?
That was good. I like that analogy. That was good. Like in the candy store, like, whoo, so much. It is like travel. You guys, last week, I had the pleasure of interviewing another young lady, and she said, I feel like God created this world for us to be able to go out there and see his creation around the world, not for us to be stuck in a house. And Marquita just did an equivalent to that with the analogy. It's like going in the candy store. You got all the candies in the world, from the old school to the new school, now latest jelly beans, everything, your choice. You got so much to do. It's like, but you're happy. You're in your happy place, right? And she just equivalent travel to that. That's amazing. Y'all feel like we told you put your imagination caps on earlier. We told you close your eyes or keep your eyes open so you know where your direction is going, whatever it is. But imagine you being that boss. Imagine you being your best bet. Imagine making travel your passion. That's your passion, your profit. Or if you're that travel enthusiast, monetizing off of it like this young lady did. And so when I asked you, Miss Marquita, traditional business owners, invest a lot. And so I want to be able to clarify and make a difference between what a traditional business owner is and what we are doing as online business owners in the travel space as travel business owner. Starting out with the investment costs. What was your investment cost getting started?
My investment cost was actually less than the cost of my purse I just bought. That my husband don't know about. I just less than $200. $200.
Wow. And Marquita, we just did a training recently, and you can I told you, yeah, she's 42 Alpha administrator, right? She dots her I's, she crosses her T's. We just did a training about how much it costs a person who wants to do a brick and mortar travel agency, or just a travel agency independently on their own without going through a host agency. That's why that's just put it out there, you guys. $200 is our startup, because we have a host agency that takes the bulk of our expenses. And that is what we have to pay. They pay more than what we pay. Okay, we pay $200, they pay the rest. So Marquita, based on that training that we just did, what did it say? That when you have when you're doing a travel advisor or becoming a travel agency on your own, you got to have your marketing, right?
Yes.
Let's start out with the dream team, the CEO,
yes,
the COO, and the CFO. Like, how much just with those individuals, them right there, what's a ballpark of their salary?
You're looking at 6 figures. You're looking at 6 figures just to pay those 3 people. That's 3 people each.
Just 3 people?
Each.
Just
3.
6 figures.
I was just like, whoa.
That's good, because that's the truth. Like, a lot of people just don't know how much it takes to start up a business, right? So we're making like a franchise model where you fall in. I told y'all the foundation is there. The investment is $200 to initially get started. That's one time, right? One time only, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you have to pay those CEOs every month for 12 months annually, right? So that's just CEOs. What about marketing? We were talking about marketing, like how much would it cost to have your own marketing department?
I want to say that's another 6 figures in that. But this is the thing, and I'm glad you asked this question because I was going through this before before we had this conversation. So just those 3 people to include marketing, and then you got to think the marketing has to be in the language of the country that you're operating in, so that those people who are there to assist you can interpret or be able to interpret what you're trying to do, and also help those other people who speak that same language to help them book travel as well. So you're looking at, I mean, and I can just go on and on and on as far as like, the HR department, the website, the person who keeps the website going, who had to code the website to make sure that every link that you clicked on works. You also have to consider the relationships that you have with resorts and cruise lines and all this other stuff. So when you look at the breakdown of running a business in 20 different countries, as to what we're doing, you're looking at about $1.52 million to do. And this is not just a one-time cost. This is, you have to pay this continuously. So for $200, I think that is a steal. That's a steal.
My God. Girl, you just dropped out. You said 1.2, like we talking about, we 7 figures now, 7 figures and up, right? Yes. And we ain't even got to 1, 2, 3, 4 figures. Like we under just 3, just right. So that's 200, but they like, well, what's the overhead? I'm pretty sure they're asking that, because y'all, they're smart business people, or there's some business people out there that's like, okay, we got it. $200 compared to a startup, significantly lesser. But what is our overhead? What's our overhead? $2 a day, basically, for a month?
Yes, $60 a month. That's less than the Starbucks that I buy. That's and this is what pumpkin spice latte season, and you know that we're gonna be there every morning to get pumpkin spice latte. So for $200, so for $2, I think I can. Yes,
absolutely. Now, I'm not gonna put her business as far as her coins out there, but I do just want to ask one question since we're talking about the financials of getting your business started, right? With that being said, you also have the capabilities of making your profit, and normally within a new business, it takes like 3 to 5 years to make a profit. You've been in business for how long?
3 years, three and a half. 3.5 years.
And overall, your startup costs and your overhead for the year, have you managed to meet that every year that you've been in business?
I've exceeded that every year I've been in business. Exceeded it more times over than I can calculate. I mean, it's if you think about every year, your cost to run your business is about $740 a year, and I've made that in like one, travel booking. I've made that 10 times over in one travel booking. I mean, so it's just like you can make the money back in just one travel booking, what it would cost you to run your business for a whole year. So definitely, actually I had broke even the first year, actually less than the first year that I started in the business. Because even with the first booking that I did, I made what I invested back in commissions already. That was like within 6 months of me getting started. So I was already pretty much, I had broke even in 6 months, but then after that I was in profit mode because I had made that what cost to run the business for a year. I had made that in one booking for a client.
Now get this, you guys. She's only talking about one stream of income. But this young lady, I told you guys she was a hybrid. right? Meaning she's a travel business owner. So she has her travel business as a agency owner and marketing professional. And then she actually sells travel as a super duper travel producer. So she's only talking about one stream of income that she's already in profit mode. But what she didn't tell you is on the 10th of every month, she gets a residual income, whether or not she books travel or not, that comes in faithfully every 10th of the month. And in 9 more days, it's going to hit. And we're not, again, I said, we ain't going to talk about them coins, but she already said I'm in profit mode from one stream, but she got additional streams of income that we didn't even share with you. But guess what? We will share it with you because she will be launching her business. Well, we have a opportunity this evening, right, at Magnificent Money Making Mondays. That's going to be at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That you need to DM Miss Marquita for the information so that you can get on and learn a little bit more about in detail of what we're sharing with you. Because again, we want you to be able to make an informed decision. Don't take our word for it. It's a whole PowerPoint, y'all. So for those people who are like visual learners, you get to actually look, you get to see the numbers, you get to look at the examples, you even get to ask questions at the end. It's not scripted. And you can see all the other people that's on just like you that's there to get this informational webinar, which is absolutely FREE, free. Right, Marquita?
Yes, $3.99.
So again, y'all DM her for that information. But before we take off, Marquita, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Ooh, good question. And I was just thinking about that too when you asked, when I was waiting for that question to come up. So 5 years. Number one, I would definitely be retired from the military.
Love it.
That's number one. That's definitely on the top of my list. Military, retire from. I see myself in 5 years at least traveling for other different countries. I definitely see myself as fully ambassador for the travel side of our business, and I definitely see myself in my directorship in 5 years. So I definitely want to be at least at a 3-star in 5 years. Hopefully higher than that. I know they say to reach for the moon but shoot for the stars. So I'm trying to, or what? Not trying to. I'm going to do the 3 stars. The 3-star in 5 years. So hopefully it's gonna be more than that. But that's where I see myself in 5 years. Me and my husband traveling at least to 4 of the different countries, probably 5. And like he definitely wants to go to Africa. So that's kind of like the plan.
I love it. I love it. I like it. Miss Charlika is in that chat blowing it up. Thank you, Charlika, always for supporting. She's one of our other lovely and amazing, phenomenal women. You guys got to see her interview a couple of weeks ago. If you guys want to ever see the recaps of this interview, you can catch it on Ultimate Sky Travel. On YouTube, just type in Ultimate Sky Travel or type in my name, Janae Pitts, and it will come up and you can look at all the other interviews from different people, different walks of life, different places. None of it scripted. It's just their own information. So closing us out, Marquita, what's some last parting words you want to leave with the audience?
Let me see. When you change your circle, you'll change your circumstance. Put yourself in the presence of other people whose life that you desire to mimic. I wouldn't say not covet, but that you see yourself doing the same thing that they're doing, and just to make sure that take a bet on yourself. Take a bet on yourself. Who better to risk? Or like take a risk on other than yourself? Because you'll never know if you can do this if you never try. So you have to try. Just try it. I mean, we tell you to come in, try it 30 days, which like we know is not, feasible. You can't try anything for 30 days and like get the actual feel for it. But we just ask you to come in and try it. Give it a year. I mean, like I tell my military counterparts, you volunteered for the military. You didn't know how it's going to turn out, but you still tried it.
That's good.
So why not try this? Why not try this? Why not bet on yourself? You are your best. You are your best gamble. You are. Risk. Put the risk on yourself.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I had this right here. Hold on. Look, wait a minute. I got a new toy. where you go? Because she's dropping these nuggets, and I'm like, I'm about to do the hand clap of praise, but I don't have to. I can do this. Because I put in the y'all see it down there. When you change your circle, you change your circumstance, and she just dropped them golden nuggets for you guys as we're getting ready to depart. You can also reach the owner of Euphoria Travel Destinations. She is that Miss Marquita Flintroy. You got her phone number down there, her email. We also got our website. And oh, by the way, you can join her Facebook group. Okay. So listen up. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Come on in and join us today. Again, we'll see you this evening at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You go ahead and make sure you send her that message because she's going to send you the Zoom information. Again, we love you guys, and there's nothing you can do but simply love us back. We like likes. We like hearts. And we like shares because sharing is caring. If this is not for you, then great. That's okay. It's not meant to be for you. But if you know someone else that it can possibly be for, then go ahead and share. Hit that share button. That is FREE, free. We love that. That's my favorite four-letter word. Yeah. All right. So you guys be amazing. Enjoy the rest of your Monday and get a more amazing and a phenomenal week. Okay. Take care. Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye.